Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Rings of Enos campaign here on It All Happens on Game Night. I am your DM, Paul, also known as Voice, and here we have a special session. We are doing our session zero for our good old friend Kalius because we are very forgetful. More specifically, I am very forgetful.
No,
Uh,
no, we're all very forgetful. We're not letting you share that blame yourself.
I mean, we're all
We're all very forgetful. It's just you're the one whose forgetfulness actually matters this time.
yeah.
Wait, what did I forget?
Uh, you left your tacos on the windowsill. Eats already got them.
Oh man, I was just about to get those
Um,
two.
Anyway, so yes, now that I will say we last week we did finish session 15. So while we understand that this is being recorded well after the timeline in the playlist, I did think it was good to place this session here for you guys to understand Kalius and understand their background because they are the new kid on the block, so to speak, in terms of this campaign.
Yeah, I wasn't. Kalius wasn't there for all the craziness that went down with most of the rest of the characters.
Yeah, so
All Kalius did all so far was just get into a giant fruit and survive a free fall.
yes, but this session is all about what happened before freefall.
Yeah, so fingers crossed I don't mess up the timeline. Everybody.
You know, if if Snake can do it in Metal Gear Solid 3, then we can do it here. Though I have no idea what that means. I will say, even though this is a session zero, as you can see, everyone is here, and they're not just gonna just be here and vibe. They're actually gonna participate as level zero NPCs. Because,
We're helpering.
and as you can see, there are multiple NPCs that you guys have not seen before, uh, and because eventually Kalius is gonna get a restaurant, and he needs people in the morning shift. So you guys are going to be playing as employees once we get to that point.
Yay.
Wait, I wasn't told I was working the morning shift. I quit.
Okay. Change your character, please. Change and make them more amicable to first shift, please. Are you finished, Dragon?
Wait, I gotta add a mustache to the profile picture really quick.
Gotcha. Okay. While you're doing that, we're going to begin session 0.4, the Seraphic Savant. Kalius, or well, more specifically Carlos, are you ready to speedrun your life?
Uh, let's do this. You know what? This is all just literally his life flashing before his eyes as the pineapple free falls to the ground.
And hopefully, this is the. Sorry, why does my mind go to Tales of the Borderlands? Anyway, we can talk about that later. Uh, as your life flashes before your eyes, Kalius,
Yes.
you grew up on Elenin. And I think it's pretty safe to say that you grew up very safe. Your family is probably people who work the many fields, probably a ranch, some sort of some sort of whatever one version of a cow is in Inasvine. I feel like that's a apt
Yeah.
for your culture.
Yeah.
And growing up, your parents told you of stories of when you were born. You know, being an Azamar, being a publicly disclosed Azamar, a lot of people were interested in your coming to the world. But almost as quickly as they came, they did not take you off Elenin. How do you think your parents describe why you weren't taken from Elenin when you were growing up?
It's probably less what how the parents described it and more what he gathered from what other people have said, that people thought his potential wouldn't be that great because his father didn't really show much aptitude in his heritage and the magic that comes with it. And it did take a bit of a while before his powers really manifested themselves.
For your father or for you?
For me, the power manifesting part.
And I do think once that did happen, I think your father probably would have encouraged you to use that power to adventure. Do you think you would you agree with that? Because we are sort of making up that backstory detail on the spot here.
I would say yeah.
Fair enough.
We all grew up on the stories of, adventurers and, all the quests they gone on. Just something just either through the news, the radio, or just passing adventurers um telling their tales and doing a lot of embellishment.
And
And
there are
the chance
movies.
for anybody in the family to do something more, why not go chase it?
Yeah, and also there are movies. You probably definitely saw action movies.
Definitely.
Yeah. And so off you went. And by off you went, you probably just took a hike to the where most of the military congregates. A well-known place called Mycin, the Disk of Liberty. You go to one of the many cities on the disk, and you come into the hall of the Shariatum Guild. It seemed like they were recruiting adventurers. It seemed like they were just evolved from just uh, a small company to something of substance in Mycin, and put out a really good signing bonus as long as you pass the test. Gasp.
No, I think I could pass the test.
As you come on inside, there is a very frustrated person in armor and with some weapons. It all looks completely new, and they are just a big old frown on their face. And just, I trained so hard for this. Why won't they let me in? I trained so hard.
Are they like walking out as I'm walking in and saying this?
Yes.
Uh, Haley is to kind of stop and like give a look at this guy, and he's a good he thinks he's a good person. He doesn't like people to be down in the dumps, so he would try to lift this guy's spirits and say, "Hey man, just because you failed this one time doesn't mean you can't get back up and try again. When you As long as you keep trying, you can't really fail, right?"
Well, yeah, but I have to go back to Yolm and continue my desk job as a journalist. Don't really have another chance.
Well, when
I also just spent all my life savings and also my kid's college fund for this. And I didn't can't get a return on this armor and all these weapons.
Well, you know what? This isn't the only guild hall in the city, right?
No, I guess not.
Listen, man, like I said, as long as you keep getting up and trying again, you can't fail. You only fail once you stay down.
Okay. Just looks at you, and honestly, like, their face, like, squelches up a little bit because they're like, wait, I'm talking to a stranger about this. And they just begin to continue to walk with, like, a slump in their shoulders.
Hey, strangers are just friends you haven't met yet.
As you go inside, we're going to skip the line. Hours pass as after you sign in, you put out down all your basic essentials, your name, address, your social security, and eventually you hear the receptionist say, uh, Callus Silverstreet.
Uh, Halea Silvestrian, here. I'm here.
Okay, go in the back. The judges are ready for you.
You got it.
You go through the door that many have gone out of, or they've gone in and come out of with either big old smiles or big old frowns or neutral expressions for certain folks. Either way, you walk into a basic training room. Dummies here and there, weapons on racks, and three people at essentially folding tables with some papers in front of them. Two of them are working, and one person looks up. Hello, Callius. It's really
Got a
simple.
character. What time? What time of day is it?
We're gonna say arbitrarily, late afternoon.
All right, then he would have said good afternoon back, just being polite.
All right. As you check your watch and make that statement, the judge who's looking at you and just nods their head and like, all right, show us what you can do.
All right. So out of character is this like an obstacle course? Like
No,
what exactly?
there's just dummies. There's some weapons on racks, and just this individual's just telling us you show us what you can do.
All right then. So first things first. Let's go with weapons first before I show off magic. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a light crossbow. Get some of the bolts ready, load it, take aim and fire.
Please make your attack.
Public, normal, no expertise. Okay, here we go. Let's go, Nat 1. Oh, crap.
Very nice.
You shoot, and it does hit the dummy. Pretty spot on. It does do enough to at least get the other two judges to like look up, but they're still not smiling at all. They're still very focused, locked in with this, yeah, just blank expressions.
All right, so arbitrarily, I'll just say that he shoots a few more shots, showing how fast he could reload the bolt, get a shot ready, take aim, fire. Uh, should I roll a few more times or just say it goes well enough and maybe like just miss once?
I think it just generally goes well. Like taking shots, like they lean back, but they're not impressed.
All right. Can't really show off blade skills on a non-moving target, so let's move on to the main course. Uh, First things first, I'm gonna kind of walk up to the dummy, pull out the bolts, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mending on it. So it's a like basically there's a fresh dummy, no blemishes on it.
Yeah, you have to do that.
And then once that's
You do have to cast it a
happened,
few. You do have to cast it a few times for like each incision. But yeah, you do bring the hemp back together.
and then once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a punch, but it's gonna be a special punch because it's gonna have shocking grasp on it.
All right. Uh, you after your mending, after a few rounds of that, you punch it, and I'm gonna say on a non-moving target, you're able to at least make contact and leave a few slight burns of the electricity upon it, the material, and you see that they're taking a few notes.
And looking to another dummy that's a bit I'm assuming there's multiple dummies in here, right?
Yes.
Then turning around to a dummy that's a bit farther away, gonna go ahead and throw a celestial burst at it.
All right. You send it out and hit it. I'm sorry. Make an attack roll on this one, please.
Got it. Oh. It's a 12. It's a bit sloppy. Goes doesn't hit full force, but it's still magic.
Yeah, it's still magic, and you do hit the dummy. It does get knocked back, and as soon as you do, one of the judges immediately stands up. That's enough. Are you ready to be an adventurer?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to join our BA course? Our Bachelors of Adventuring course. It does cost 25 gold per month. But we believe it would make you a better adventurer. However, you are ready right now.
Uh, I thank you for the kind words, and hey, just because I'm ready right now doesn't mean I can't learn anything new, right?
Yeah, the adventuring is a trial by fire, and it only leads to a better you. What say you? Will you join our guild?
Hell yeah.
You go in for a handshake, and years go by. Or maybe, I don't know how long we said this, but definitely at least a year. And I think your enthusiasm does die a little. I
Yeah.
I do wish to remind.
Yeah.
I do have a personal belief. I will say this to chat. I will say there was a slight disconnect with OBS, so I'm definitely gonna not upload this. Anyway, I am of the belief that of the 30-70 rule, for every 100 something, only 30% of that something has a character level. That does include out of every 100 people that want to become an adventurer, only 30% have character levels. So, Kalius, there's probably a lot of people you witnessed die during your stint as an adventurer. And eventually. Sorry, what were you about to say, Carlos?
I was gonna say, even despite trying to help out with the bit of healing magic I'm able to possess.
Yeah. And it eventually gets you back into the office of one of the judges all that time ago, as they're looking at your paperwork, looking at it and looking up at you with a shrewd expression, but Very much someone from, very much a practice from HR. So, I see your paperwork, I see the debrief in front of me, and I see your request. So, can you please go over one more time what happened in New Meissen? All,
It was sorry, go ahead.
all you had to do was just, it's a pretty simple mission.
Yeah, that's what the company leader told us when he recruited me to come along. But I'm not really sure what happened. Maybe we got some bad intel, or the hordes just, their chaotic movement, but where we were sent to go was not as empty as we were told it was going to be, and things just very quickly got literally overwhelming.
It says here you witnessed someone being torn apart, in that you didn't even retrieve the item in question. Is that still true?
That is true. We only got about halfway to the location of the objective before second in command gave the retreat order, and we grabbed as much as we can save, as many people as we can save.
You know,
The company leader unfortunately passed away, and that's why the second in command was the one to give that order.
they lean back, crossing their arms, and just. You do know this is not a good look for us, and it's certainly not a good look for you, Kelius. You know that, right?
I understand that.
Are you sure you want to get out of the get out of being an active adventurer? I mean, you could go on a few more missions, recuperate your reputation.
I I might do that after a bit. I feel like I need to do something else to get my mind off of things, get my head back in the game. And
Okay. I
hey,
mean,
kitchen duty, everybody got to eat, right?
yeah, everyone's got to eat, but I mean, you could go into recruiting. We could put you in the office. What's so interesting about kitchen duty? Because I know that place is gets filthy, and like they shiver a little bit from some sort of past trauma.
I don't know. Cooking has kind of always been a hobby of mine, and I figured nobody else wants to. Why not? And I could deal with cleaning up a bit of a mess.
Okay,
Wouldn't be something I haven't done before.
okay. If you're dead set on that, I just have one more thing I need to ask. You do realize the salary of a kitchen worker here at the guild? It's barely going to cover your dues, right?
But like I said, this isn't going to be a permanent thing. It's just something to help me get my head on straight. After a few months, I'll start going back on missions, but I'll work something out. I'll have a bit saved up.
All right. If that's what you feel. and she stamps your paperwork with an approval stamp, hands it to you, and just, we do need you to move out of your current room. You do need to go into the workers' quarters.
Of course.
And Kalius, this is your DM talking to you. You didn't go back into adventuring, did you? Like as you once did.
Not as frequent. First, it'll be like 50-50, and as time went on, it became 60-40, then 80-20, then 95-5, to the point where I just stood in the kitchen and eventually, ironically, rose up rank there faster than as an adventurer.
Fair enough. Speaking of raising up rank, I do want you to make 5 skill checks for your time there,
All right, then.
as this will influence how the next stage of this session 0 will go.
All right, then.
As a
All
reminder,
the same.
as a reminder, the more you use the same skill, the higher the DC becomes. So you are encouraged to use different skills, but given that you have this fancy little feat right here, I think you'll be fine.
All right, then. Let's let's make the first roll good old cook utensils.
Sure. Uh, just straight up good old cooking. Go for it.
Do, 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 do. Since I am proficient, that's +2, correct?
Yes, you are still level 1 at this point.
Got it. And like, there's no specific stat that corresponds. It's just D20 plus proficiency.
Would allow you to use a skill in conjunction with this.
All right, then. I feel like it'll be culture, but with yeah, it'll probably be culture,
Then roll
which
culture.
is still just +2.
I mean, you're proficient in it though, right?
Yes.
Then add a D4. If you're trying to use like culture and cooking in conjunction, yeah, add a expertise die on it. Go for it.
Expertise die. Are you kidding me?
Oh no.
Wow.
No.
Rolling critical failure.
The food's really bad. You get food poisoning.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, beautiful.
Keep on going, but this is not looking good for you, bro.
God. That's horrible. This was immediately after I transferred, and yeah, this is before
You're a
I got
little
all the good
distracted.
stuff in the kitchen.
I think a failure in culture is probably you do not get along with the other chefs. You try to change too much too quickly because you're young and you have good ideas, and the old guard is just absolutely not. This has been working. So
Yeah,
I think that's where this is gonna go.
the other chefs are the small like guy with the pencil mustache from Ratatouille, who is very strict and does not like any alterations to be made to the menu.
Except for all the
God.
alterations he allowed for like Gusto's tacos and all that stuff.
This is true.
Anyway, next check. You're coming in with 2 fails, bro.
All right, so need to get back into Cook's good graces. Would that be? Would you say persuasion?
Yeah,
Basically, just okay.
I'd be willing to allow. Whoops. Yeah, you can do that.
All right. This wouldn't be negotiation though, right?
Uh, can you make it negotiation? Three, two, one.
Probably not right now.
Okay,
Probably
then
not right now.
just make it a persuasion check, please.
Bro.
Seriously? I
Uh,
thought it was just Avery that hated me right now.
Avery does hate you, but also Forge seems to be against you as well. You know what? I'm going to see if I can. I'm gonna move this so that we can include. Yeah, but keep on going. You're on skill check number 3. As I
God,
change some
this is
things.
horrible. Uh,
Yeah, that's good.
what will be next? Skill check number 3. Uh, then you know what? How can I make this work with insight?
If you want to just make it a simple insight check, just trying to get a read on the place, just for us to save a little bit of time, we can just make it an insight check.
Yeah.
Yeah, you realize you messed up, and now you're trying to figure out what it was you messed up on and how to fix it.
Let's go. Second that one.
Almost.
Hey.
Okay, you reassess. You realize that you're probably one of the least popular people in the kitchen, if not the least popular person in the kitchen. But you're at least able to stop and recuperate and maybe not try too hard. What's
All
next?
right.
2 more checks.
Um. hmm. I wanted to do brewery supplies, but I feel like might have to do persuasion and culture again.
Uh, sure, if you want to do that. You can
So
definitely.
yeah, let's go ahead.
By the way, Eats, we can still hear your
Oh,
thing.
sorry. Shit.
Then yeah, let's do persuasion one more time. Um, actually no, let's do culture one more time.
With your D4 expertise.
Yeah.
Sure, go for it.
Hey.
Okay, better.
Basically,
Does take some time and probably a lot of alcohol. You probably learn more tips about it just from watching it being brewed rather than being taught. And they seem to vibe with it.
all right, and this last check will probably be persuasion with negotiation. That after I've built on re- repaired my reputation, got over the fact that I've messed up a lot. That this ex adventurer is coming here thinking he could change shit. No, kept my head down, did what I was told. Followed all the instructions. Was a good student. Now let's try negotiation
Sure,
about changing some things up.
sure.
Not just baby steps.
Baby steps, sure. High DC. Higher DC because you already did a persuasion check on this challenge, but sure. You at least got expertise on your side.
Oh come on.
Alright. How many years do you spend at the guild?
Um, I
Actually, no.
want to say
Actually,
about
I. I'm sorry. I think I think it's going to take some time. With only one success over this period, I do think this is a.
I got two.
Hmm?
I thought I got two successes.
You got a nat one, so that took away one of your successes.
Oh, right, right. Okay.
Uh, I think how this is going to relate is that by the time you have enough money to finally leave the guild, that happens less than a year ago to the present day. Do you think we can accept that?
I could accept that.
But with at least one success, you do, with all these years, with all this yelling and all this trauma, you still at least learn so much from the working the mess hall at this guild. Enough to finally have a down payment for an actual property.
And you know, it wasn't all bad. I did help repair. I did repair my reputation, so I made a few friends in the guild's mess hall.
Yeah, some friends.
The head chef didn't like me that much.
Oh, absolutely not. But, you grew up there. I think that place will always have a little bit of your blood, sweat, and tears. As So let me ask you this, Kalius. Why why Amir, and more specifically, why Tenderly?
Uh, a few factors. Obviously, it gets a lot of foot traffic because of it's a bit of a tourist spot. That means there's already a lot of people already living there. So whether it be from tourists or the locals, I'm gonna get at least a little bit of business. The specific spot I ended up buying was a bit on the cheaper side because it wasn't that big. Probably had to do a few repairs.
That just comes with being a new homeowner. There's definitely concrete in the pipes.
But despite being a bit on the small side, it did have the space I needed to at least get started.
Fair enough. And as you get things underway, it's probably a fun little challenge getting people together, interviewing, putting together your own processes, and experimenting a little bit. And you gain a small following. You, y your business, sorry, Seraphic Roost Tavern and Brewery, survives the first month, which which is a good sign because there's a lot of people who think they can do business in Tenderly, only to realize that is not easy.
Yeah, no. Either they bite off more than they can chew and just completely mess up a big rush, or they underestimate what they need and find out it's not even noon and they've already run out of food and drink.
Listen, even though it did take a long time for you to get enough money to at least put down the down payment of this place, you at least, at the very least, picked up a few skills along the way. Look at that feat. Look at that feat. Anyway, so let me ask you this, Kalius. What are you doing as you walk up to your business 30 minutes before it opens? Your employees are already in there. They're already hard at work getting ready for alignment day, which essentially is one of the Black Fridays of Inasvine. If you don't do well during alignment day, you that's just the kiss of death for your business.
As I'm walking up to the tavern, I imagine I have like a little notepad going over all the preparations we have to make for the next day. Going over the supplies we have, going over what we might be able to get delivered before they basically close down for the festivities. Uh, who is gonna be able to come to shift because obviously people are gonna try to shuffle their schedule to either get off or have a different shift.
All right. And as you're essentially just bust your way in, welcome to the Seraphic Roost. It is not a big place.
It's not, but it's mine. That's what's important.
As the big boss man busts into the restaurant, Kalias, you see three individuals. You see Nankan, your bugbear head front of house, running as hostess. She's in probably like a nice blouse, good jeans, and just going over like the menu, the specials for today. Essentially, dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's. And she looks up at you and like, "Oh, hi, boss. I know it's coming up, but what have you got any updates on the egg orders and the flowers?"
Yeah, they guaranteed me that it's gonna be coming before we close down shop, but let's see how that goes. We're not the only ones ordering stuff last minute for the incoming rush, but I have a bit of a deal with one of the guys there. I think we're gonna get our stuff.
Here's hoping. I mean, everything else seems to be fine. Akrun,
Yes, boss.
uh, y- your your sibling looks at you and squints her eyes. Oh, so I'm the boss now. Got it. Okay, now that I'm the boss, here's what I want you to do. I do need a virgin mimosa.
Coming right up, Your Majesty.
Appreciate that, Miss Bartender, she says with a little bit of a smirk. As you see
Uh,
the two goblinoid siblings riffing on each other. You are allowed to move. The game is not paused.
Oh hell yeah.
got it. Turning back to Nankin, you're lucky you two are related. Not many managers will take that lift from people unless they were dating.
You know, we are one step above dating. Our souls are linked. We are best friends.
Well, that's always a good thing.
And we are a package deal.
With the family. Let me tell you, I've seen some people who can't stand their relatives. I've worked with them.
Yeah. We're just
Never
better.
a dull moment once they start screaming at each other.
Yeah, and we're just better. Aren't we? Aren't we?
Oh, absolutely.
Just takes a sip of the drink, like, and just stops there and thinks a little. as you. And she's like, "Oh, my apologies. I'm gonna get back to work. See ya, boss."
Take it easy, and you know you don't have to call me boss. Kalius is fine.
Okay, boss.
So, Arcoon, how's our inventory looking for the bar?
Pretty good. There's a couple things we could get more of. Uh, looks like we're low on the top shelf. But I know that can be a bit difficult to get, especially this close to alignment. I think we're just gonna have to make do.
Yeah, we just might. We should really no, we can't do that. If we start telling high payers, no, there's a limit on how much you could buy top shelf, they're just gonna throw a fit about it.
Yeah, they're also gonna throw a fit if we tell them we're out. You know how the rich types are.
You hear quietly behind you, "Damned if you do, damned if you don't."
Ain't
Reach.
that the truth? So you
As
know what we could do? What do we have a surplus of?
Uh, we've got a surplus of that half decent rum from the fourth ring.
Okay, and might have to go over the full inventory again, but I believe we have enough supplies to make some decent rum cocktails. So if anything, once happy hour hits, we'll put a special on that. Try to encourage people to take more of that instead of top shelf stuff.
Sounds good.
And try, please. I know that person had it coming, but try not to break any more glasses to threaten people with.
Oh, don't worry. I don't need to worry about I don't need to worry about glasses.
because she won't miss. Sorry, they won't miss. Uh, they
Not quite that sinister. The ice carving knives for the the fancy like the spheres and that kind of garbage stuff that the high rollers really like. Those just got back from the sharpeners. So and you see this goblin just brandish a knife threateningly. I don't think I need to break any glassware if there's any situations tonight.
uh the robot that you have not talked to yet, Kalius, walks away and goes to a different table.
Uh, I don't see them there. All right. So before I go into the kitchen, I'll come to the bar, and give me a sec. Names. So Veer, how's everything looking so far?
Just good.
Night crew didn't. Night crew didn't leave too many messes for you, right?
No, nothing I couldn't handle.
All right. So you excited for alignment day?
Yeah.
Good talking to you, man. If you need anything, you know where to find me. All right.
Pleasure. And like just comes up. My apologies. This should be over here. Uh, this one is going to just walk around Nankan with some noticeable space and just heads right there to begin cleaning off that table. As somebody busts through the door. I will say there is a way to go come in from the brewery of the Sapphic Roost, but you have decided not to do that, correct? You have decided to go right through the front door, haven't you?
I have. I'm carrying a cask on my shoulder.
Um, I don't know whose picture is who, so who just came busting through the front door?
If you put your mouse over the token, it does show the name.
Oh, true.
All right, so Liana, that's how you pronounce it. Out of character, I'm saying this.
I I believe it's Liana.
Hey, Liana, you need some help with that?
No, I'm okay. It's a fresh batch. I figured, Alignment Day might be nice to offer something a little different than the usual.
Oh, so this is the experimental stuff we've been cooking up, huh?
Face kind of lights up a little bit. Yeah.
So how's it coming along? I haven't tasted this current batch.
Well, here you go, boss. Tell me. Drops it on the counter.
Like the entire cask?
Yeah, it's a small, like, underarm cask.
All right, then I'll go ahead and get the stuff to connect it so I could pour myself a shot glass. I'm not gonna take like an entire flagon of it. Should you roll or?
Yes. Could you please roll, Liana? Please roll for roll nature, please.
Okay. This is a special batch that I made. Could I add my herbalism specialty to this?
Yes. It tastes really. It is probably really potent with like flavors you're not expecting, but it does taste good.
That is really good. Also a bit surprising. What you say you put in this one again?
It's a secret. They're gonna pat the book that they have at their waist tucked into their bag. Little recipe I've been playing around with.
All right then. Well,
Haven't
hopefully,
quite got a
hopefully
name
the
for it.
customers like this. Sorry, go ahead.
I haven't really come up with a name for it yet.
Names will come later. We're gonna see how the customers might like this, but I have a good feeling.
I think, yeah, when I tried this, let's just say that there's a reason I had to call out the other day. It's good stuff. I'm thinking the fortnight. If you drink more than a couple of glasses of this, you're gonna stay hammered for days.
Are you talking from experience or from what other people have tested out?
Well, nobody else has really tasted it yet except for you. So, personal experience.
Um, Out of character, is this character still a lightweight like I said before? Was that changed?
Yes.
Fun fact: Liana isn't ever sober, not because she's trying to be she's trying to be drunk. She just can't seem to stay sober. with her
You
job.
gotta, you gotta do it the right way, and you can't do it the right way if you don't have the flavors right. If you don't have the flavors right, you might as well just be throwing water into a cup.
You gotta test. You gotta test your product. It's basic.
Exactly.
All right, just don't
Yeah,
sample too much as you're brewing. Don't want to find you knocked out again. Don't need that scare.
yeah. It kind of like stumbled like just a smidge, like for a split second, kind of lost balance a little bit. It's fine. Besides, Sora, back me up here. If you're making something, you gotta test it to make sure it tastes right, right?
You do hear this, Sora. That's you, Mark.
Yes, I forgot my character's name. Yes. Sorry about that.
We did
Apparently,
organize.
Uh,
We
Um,
did organize.
entirely understandable. I almost missed my own mark because I'm so used to being Splurbod.
On this chat, this is something we did organize today. So
for varying
yeah.
degrees of organized.
and
Well, yeah, I'm happy to. Well, Sora is actually not super happy to handle that. But it's her job, so she'll go out and do what needs doing. Also, I haven't played Kingdom Hearts. That's the name of a Kingdom Hearts character, right?
yes,
Sora.
Yep.
Okay, I'm sure that's a
that
coincidence.
That's the name of like the Kingdom Hearts character.
All right,
by
well,
the
I'm
way,
sure
this is a nickname. Your actual first name is Mist Sora.
you can call me Sora. I gotta hang out with Claude Strafe or whatever his name is. Um,
I would appreciate it if you wouldn't cause a riot in my chat, Mark.
okay.
I'm
All right.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll go and do that. Sorry. What needs doing again?
I think it was a question being asked to you.
Oh, what was the question?
Wait, when you make something, you gotta test it, make sure it's good, right? You can back me up on this, Sora, right?
Yes. I'm still in the kitchen, so I don't know if I'm
The,
talking
Yeah,
to you
I'm
yet.
jealous.
there's an open window though. You can hear this conversation.
Oh, okay. Yes. That is all I will say because Sora, one of her characteristics is she doesn't talk very much.
Hey, GM,
Yes.
may I share something
Uh,
in
sh-
server?
sure.
I don't like the sound of that.
I just shared a journal page to you guys.
You did? Oh,
Might
crap.
not have popped up, but
I don't think this.
I don't know if I had the
I'm not
permission
seeing
to share it
anything.
there.
I'm
But
not
I
seeing
see it.
anything.
I see it. It's in Forge.
yeah, hey, in Porch.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's in Forge, all right.
where it at?
Might
It's
be in journals.
popped up.
A journal. Oh, neat.
I forgot we do have this function. We can make journal entries.
Let's look at the Fortnite. I respect it. Anyway, I will show this off to chat later. Anyway,
Anyway, I'll be back with you in a sec. I'm just gonna go check out things in the kitchen to make sure everything's fine, and I'll be back you in the brewery in a few minutes. All right?
All right, back to work. Bye, guys. See you in a bit.
See ya.
all right. Are you gonna enter the kitchen, Kalius?
Yes.
And
And as I come in, I call out, Sora, Jory, how things are happening over here?
Well, it's just like the time I helped slay a kraken in the far quarter. All diced up and ready to go.
I'm
I mean,
fine.
anything I should know about for inventory, or if you guys need help with anything?
Oh, we're a little bit low on chicken, and we need a few more vegetables to make things get through. And I'm pretty sure that Sora hasn't been replaced by an imposter, so I think we're going to be good.
Indeed. I also hope I've not been replaced by an imposter.
But wouldn't that be fun? To be so special that you're being replaced.
That would not be fun.
Oh, I think it'd be fun to have someone replace me for a few days so I don't have to work.
I think it really
Wouldn't they
depends
get
on
your
how you
paycheck
get
then?
replaced.
Well, I would still take the paycheck. I mean, it's being mailed to my address. Are they going to come to my mailbox and steal my money from my mailbox?
Well, yeah, if they're replacing you.
I mean, I've done that a few times. It is very fun to commit mail fraud.
True, it is
As,
pretty fun to commit mail fraud.
as long as your doppelganger doesn't commit tax fraud.
Looks at screen. I've never committed tax fraud in my life.
I would
Sora is
trust you on that.
silent.
I'll trust you on that. And about the inventory we need, those should be easy enough to get. I'll put in a quick order for that and follow up in a few hours. But seriously, if you guys feel like you're feeling slammed, just come get me, all right? You know I'm quick to help out anywhere I can.
Oh, we're well aware of that. I'll put you in like the time I used a lasso to pull my compatriots out of the mouth of a worm.
WRORM or WYRM?
Wouldn't you like to know, Angel Boy?
Honestly, yes, but I know you're not gonna give me a straight answer.
And just chuckles. And just go, and they go back to checking in on the pots and pans and make sure everything is nice and ready for like the first few orders.
All right, you take it easy, Sora, and try to enjoy yourself. Just a few more hours, and you get to enjoy the festivities for yourself, right?
Whatever you say, boss.
Again, you guys don't have to call me boss. Kalius is fine.
Ah, don't worry,
You got it, boss.
Don't worry,
Whatever you
Kalius.
say,
I'll be the
boss.
one person who respects you besides Fear.
Right. And I'm basically kind of like walking around the kitchen as I'm talking, taking inventory, what we need to stock up on before everything closes. What might need to be replaced, and gonna go ahead and get out and go into the brewery and take shop there, like I said I was.
Gotcha.
Uh, Actually no, this is the way out. This is another way out. So
Yeah. You go to the brewery, which I actually had prepared.
nice.
This main area is a break room for employees, and also probably is a place for you guys to crash if you really need it. But yeah, I
I,
imagine
I
the brewery itself, like the where all the barrels are probably in this room. Because fun fact, free maps did not include beer vats.
it's okay. We'll make do.
Yeah, and it seems like you have quite a big reserve ready for all the stuff that's about to happen on alignment day. Everything seems in order.
No faults. No contamination.
Doing a quick look through, it seems pretty fine actually.
All right. Everything's looking up. This is awesome.
Okay, 5 minutes to open.
Got all right. and I make my way back to the main building proper.
I'm
And gonna go spend like the first few minutes in the office doing all those express orders to get the stuff we need to restock for the day and the next day. Then once that's done, I'll start floating around the store, helping out where I can. I might own the place, but I'm not idle. I help in the kitchen. I help on the bar in the bar. Uh, Cleaning if it's really that busy and that bad.
uh,
I help out my employees
fair
when
enough.
I have the chance.
Is there anything you wish to do minutes before you guys begin work on probably the busiest day of your lives? A a
Not that
group
I can think
a
of.
group huddle, perhaps, Kalius?
Perhaps.
Yeah, a little group huddle.
All right.
All right. I know we haven't been working with each other long. It's only been about almost a year, but
Would you like to gather everyone first? Because not everyone's not even in the same room.
yeah,
I
I'll
will
get
go in the
everybody in the
same
kitchen.
room.
I'll get everybody in the kitchen.
Oh, good. Then
So
Sora
calling
doesn't have to
everybody
move.
over.
Perfect. That's her favorite thing, not moving. It's one of my characteristics that I get is that I get tired every time I leave the kitchen.
Powerful.
Gotta get more sleep.
No.
Yo, sibling. They grab you by the ear, Akroon.
Hey, what's?
We're being called into a team huddle. Isn't that like one of your big things? Don't you like being part of a group or something?
Ah, I got distract. I got distracted with the prep. All right, let's go. Team huddle. Let's go.
All right then. So I know we haven't been working for that long, just a little under a year. I know we're not everybody's here for this, but this is gonna be a big day for us, and I know we're all gonna do hella awesome. And once we're all done here, we're gonna enjoy ourselves and probably get into some shenanigans that we can't remember the next day. So let's work hard, impress everybody that's gonna show up, and most importantly, if you guys need help, let me know. I'll drop anything, come help you with what you need.
Uh,
Okay.
Fear just very quietly is like, "Oorah."
So happy alignment day, everybody. We're gonna survive this and we're gonna come out awesome.
Looks at the camera. Uh, and here's what I'd like everyone to do. I would like everyone to please make a check of their choice. This is a group skill challenge, real quick, to see how well you guys' alignment day goes. In order for this to be considered a successful day, we do at least need 2 successes.
Okay.
Okay then, no pressure.
I guess. All right. Skills.
Hmm.
All right, can I roll charisma with my brewer supply proficiency?
Say that one more time.
Can I roll uh charisma with my brewer supply proficiency?
Sure.
Can I
I'm
roll?
gonna just go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can Sora roll deception because she is not going to have a good time no matter what, but would like to try to deceive people into thinking she is.
Honestly,
Oh
I
my
I would
god.
take deception for you trying to like mussy up food to make it look good and maybe have it like overcome the taste of it. Sure.
Got it. I gotta use my proficiencies. Oh dang, that was almost nat 20. Okay, 10.
All right. Okay. Okay. So it looks like our coon needs the most help. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll. What should I roll to help you out? What did you roll again?
I rolled charisma brewing supplies in order to, do bartending stuff. Which wait, I can't bartend from the kitchen. I need to go out here.
Don't worry.
Then yeah, if I'm helping you out right now with that, I'm gonna go ahead and roll performance.
Ooh, okay.
Are you rolling performance, sir?
Yeah, since I'm helping out with bartending, and part of bartending is putting on a bit of a good show for the people
Sure.
while serving them up. I do have a D4 with that.
Not right now. That was from your all eyes that you would
Oh,
have gotten
got
at
it,
level
got it,
3, but you don't. For some reason, I was not able to clear that out, so you do not get an
got it.
expertise die.
It's still a +3 for charisma, so let's see.
Yep.
Oh, come on. The dice hates us right now, or specifically hates me.
Hey, Paul
Look,
said we need
I
two
don't know if there's
successes.
anything that we
I
could have
think we got
done,
two
right?
successes.
It's alignment day. People want that top shelf shit, and we're just out. We're just out. It's rough.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
not the end of the world, all right? We'll just make some more, and then, we'll sell some more.
Cool. Here's what I'm
There'll
gonna.
be people still here.
Yeah. Yeah. Optimism. I will say it is a struggle. By the end of the morning shift, while you guys are able to get most tickets fulfilled, the alignment day. Kalius, I don't think you're ready for this. People coming in demanding stuff, people drunk, people celebrating and being rowdy. I think, fortunately, they don't burn the place down. However, you don't have the resources to satisfy everyone. You're able to get, like, quite a few people served and happy with your compatriots, but by the end of the shift, you're not meeting, like, perfect metrics.
That's okay. This is just the morning shift. We still have the afternoon and the evening shift.
Uh,
And while I'm the only one that has to survive that, while everybody else, goes to enjoy the festivities,
all right,
as the other employees filter in and stuff.
of course. Uh, I'm gonna say in general, the rest of you guys the rest of you guys sort of get the general vibe that, like, you're doing well, but a lot of people are leaving with frustrations about, like, serving time and disruptions and people being crazy. Uh, I'll let you guys have one more quick team meeting.
Unfortunately, I think we have become Amy's Baking Company.
Oof.
I'm afraid I don't get that reference.
It's from Kitchen Nightmares. It's not that bad, actually. I mean, it is that bad, but we're not that bad. I will leave it at that.
I will say 0 successes would mean your bar is burning down.
God.
All right.
Thankfully, it wasn't that bad.
What's the DC on these checks? If we can know, we might not be
I
able to
I
know.
I think the DC probably would have been like 12.
Okay. All right. All right. Sure. Team meeting. Good. I still don't have to leave my post.
I mean, it's the end of shift. I think it's just Kaylee's gonna chat before you leave.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind. I thought it was like midday.
I mean,
Yeah, this
yeah.
This is like after the other people have come are beginning to filter in, and like you guys are taking like your lunch break before your last 2 hours and going home for the day. All right, so that could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse. And honestly, I'm proud of all of us. So don't get discouraged, don't get disheartened. I think we did good today, all things considered.
Uh,
And
y-
you know what? The the place is not burning down, so I consider that a win.
one person yells through the window, "Where's my food? I ordered 2 minutes ago. Where's my food?"
Coming right out, sir.
Thank you.
So again, we did awesome today. I believe we did. So when you guys clock out for the day, don't even stress it. Go enjoy the festivities. So
Noted.
let's just all survive like 2 more hours, and you guys go ahead and you're free.
All right.
Uh, Fear comes up to you and like, are you sure you don't need any additional help? I don't mind picking up more hours.
It's up to you, man. If anything, you could ask the next cleaner when they come in. I won't ask you to sacrifice the time for today. I mean, it's not alignment day doesn't happen that often.
I'm aware, but I can't get drunk, and I wasn't really. I was made well after the fifth ring, so it does this doesn't really feel special to me.
If you're sure, man.
Okay, and just
I'm sure the other guy would appreciate it.
I know someone took a massive diarrhea dump in the bathroom, so I do need to clean that up. Take care.
All right, let's get to it. Back to it, people.
All right. If you wish to leave, leave through the back door for the next shift. Or if you wish to stay, stay in there. Gonna give you a 5,
So
4.
helping on the kitchen, trying to get meals prepared as quick as possible. And once that's done, like helping out with handing out food with the front of house duties. Basically, I'm floating around the store helping out
Got it.
everywhere.
You know what? Just because we don't, just because we're running a little bit low on time, we're gonna continue. And Kalius,
Yep.
the rest of your alignment day is. I'm not gonna say it's a nightmare. It would be a nightmare for a normal person, but it does go. And by the time the sun sets across the sky, and you finally close, finally having a moment to yourself to enjoy, eats.
Oh, sorry.
Uh, you. What do you do? Once
Uh,
finally you close up shop, your employees say their piece, and you head on off after splitting tips.
so this is like about 9, 10 p.m., right?
Yeah, like 8, 9.
All right then. Probably did close down a little early for because of the holiday. Probably gonna pour myself a drink of what Diana made and see if might be able to catch that fireworks show that's happening.
And It is glorious. You go home, rest up because tomorrow might not be alignment day, but if one of the biggest days of the year is alignment day, the one of the next biggest days is the breakfast for all the people hung over from alignment day.
Yep.
And so as the in fortunately or unfortunately, the rest of you guys were also set up for the morning shift the next hand. And so this day begins like all the others. Probably with some playful banter, setups, getting inventory, realizing that you're for some reason out of parsley.
Whoops.
It's okay. Parsley is easy to come by. What I'm more worried about is ginger and stuff for headaches.
By the way, who is deciding that their character's coming in hungover?
I mean, I think it's a given.
Fair enough.
So
If you guys wish to roll a d20 to see how well your alignment day has gone, you are allowed to after shift.
Yeah.
Unless
Sure, might as well.
all right.
Hey, not bad.
Nat 20. I didn't have to do anything.
uh so what does a perfect alignment day look like for Sora?
Nothing. As
Nobody
in, no hanging out with friends, just like in her apartment doing the equivalent of like watching TV.
That is completely fair. Listening to
honestly,
the radio, reading a good book.
honestly, I think with a natural 20, Sora, I think the darkness talks back to you.
I say, hello, darkness, my old friend, and it says, hello. Another nat
Oh my
20.
god!
The
Uh,
darkness speaks to Veer as well.
I think Veer comes in completely polished. Uh, they come in with complete confidence. Uh, but yeah, for the sake of vibes, Sora, if you can incorporate your experience with darkness recently into any check, I'm willing to give you an expertise die.
All right.
You believe the darkness is your friend, and it is you believe
Hello,
it.
darkness, my old friend.
But yeah,
Okay.
but yeah,
I can add an expertise die to any check you said.
as long as you can incorporate darkness being your friend.
Awesome.
Uh, but yeah, Jory comes in slouched and exhausted. Uh, and Fear looks very well polished. And Nankin just they are currently holding like the equivalent of a Starbucks coffee. Uh, Akroon, I will also ask you because 15 is a good number. What happened to you during alignment day?
Uh,
You are allowed to say good things
you know what? Just for purpose of time, I'm just gonna leave it as good things.
with a wink.
And with a wink, wink, and a nudge, nudge.
Uh, That is probably the part of the reason why your sibling is sipping on a coffee, looking at you with a side eye.
God, a
Oh,
bit too loud.
absolutely.
Anyway, if you want to do your thing, uh, Dragon, if this is something you do during morning meeting, why don't you do that?
I'm gonna come a little bit late to the morning meeting, and I'm gonna be obviously a little bleary-eyed and tired, but I'm gonna have a big barrel that I'm like waddling in with. All right, special batch boss.
I
I think
take
it's
the
ready.
barrel from you.
I think
So,
I think it's ready. It's perfect for today. This should help after last night. Go on, try it.
all right. Are you feeling all right? You're a bit more wobbly than normal.
Actually, my eyes are they look like a little wild because I've been up all night, but also they do look a little clear.
All right. I'll go ahead and pour myself a small glass and I taste it and
Call this
yeah, it
baby
tastes pretty.
Sun's Glory. Oh,
I
by the
think if
way,
this
we're
is
gonna need more parsley. I think I used the last of it for this.
got it, I'll put in the order for that.
Probably should have
But
mentioned
hey,
that
if this
yesterday.
helps with the hangovers, it's gonna be a huge hit.
Yeah, so this is a citrusy cider with little parsley sprigs floating in it. And when you taste it, it just kind of makes your eyes light up. Like it's just very refreshing, just flavor to it.
All right. In the meantime, though, we have about 15 minutes before we officially open. Why don't you go lay down in the back for a few minutes? Get yourself a little cat nap.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right.
Back in a few.
All right. And with that, good morning, everybody. I hope you all had wonderful days yesterday after you clocked out.
Yeah. Nankan just looks at you like, yeah, it was great, and like just looks at you, Akroon, gobs before bobs, and just walks away.
Right. So you're sounds like you owe them an apology, and I'm not gonna get involved with that. But I hope you guys are ready for today, cause after a holiday with a big party, the next day is dealing with all the people who are hungover.
Yeah, well, whenever you're dealing with the people that are hungover, you just have to cut the clothesline, and they use their shins to do like a butt up. I'll get you going on the dishes.
Right. So if you guys, as always, if you need anything, just come get me. I'm gonna go put in the orders for express inventory, and today's gonna be an awesome day like always.
All right. As the day goes on, I am going to need everyone who is proficient in perception to please make perception checks.
I'm not proficient in perception.
Did I?
There,
Oh, I actually did take it.
uh, Kalius, as the breakfast rush is going and you're in your office, going through paperwork and putting in inventory and getting ready for your orders, which I do want to remind, just let you know, there are very important documents in here, like the deed, your licenses, your insurance papers. It's all there, all in order. You like in the files. You have everything in order. As you feel a slight rumble in the ground. You're not familiar with this. The ground doesn't normally rumble at your feet. Akroon, you also feel this. And it does feel weird.
Did when this happened, did the store suddenly also get quiet? As a lot of the other customers also noticed this.
No, it's still
No.
chaos outside your office.
All right.
What the heck is that?
You felt that too, right?
Yeah? The tremor?
Hey, little lady, where's my mimosa?
Uh,
And
you.
and your sibling goes up behind them like, do you think they're a woman? They are. That is a goblin, a very beautiful goblin. Just say goblin. And the dude's like, okay, little goblin, thank you. Where's my mimosa?
Ah, shut it. I think we've got more things to worry about right now.
And like another person
Don't.
speaks up. Yeah, like my margarita.
Uh, you know what? It was probably just a truck that crashed somewhere. Let's just focus on getting through this rush, and I'll check it out. I'm sure. I'm saying this as we're serving, but not loud enough that people could hear us through all the other people talking in the diner. I'm sure whatever's happening, it will be said over the radio. So once we're done here, I'll check that out.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Um, Helping out get the orders out, helping out in the kitchen, the normal stuff. Back to the office to finish the orders, and once the orders are done, that's when I turn on the radio to see if I can hear what that might have been.
You turn on the
While
radio.
also looking outside.
You turn it on, and there is traditional, there's actually a commercial going on with uh, please come by with all your botanical needs. Please come by Vital's plants, and we'll get you what you need. We got plants. We got Vital and his plants. Yay! Uh, as you guys continue amongst yourselves, at Kroon,
Yeah.
you as you are serving drinks, uh, you look up and hearing the front door open. You see a few people walk in. As you see your sibling look up, and a few people who are at the front desk, they are at the front booths. They are standing up and looking outside and looking at these individuals. Uh, I'm gonna have these
Could I
guys.
make this an insight check?
Yeah, there have
I
been.
am proficient.
Yeah, if you want to make a quick insight check, I mean, these are people with weapons, but it's not the first time you've seen people come
Uh,
in
I'm
with
being called. I'll be back in a minute.
got it. This isn't the first time you've seen people come in with weapons, military types. There are still police that come by and take some food.
Fair enough.
Uh, you are able though. Oh wait, no, your passive perception is not high enough. However, as soon as these people come in, they already have their hands on weapons. You're able to see past, and you immediately have a very fucking bad feeling about this. What do you do, Akroon?
I I'm just gonna I'm just gonna uh I'm just gonna yell like over the counter.
Oh, what do you yell?
Look, if you're looking to start trouble, you better do it outside. We don't tolerate that kind of chicanery here.
Uh, both these people look at you, and Nankan looks forward and like, oh, we're always happy to serve our brave. And I am gonna need everyone to please roll initiative
All right.
as these two military individuals put up their weapons and people start to scream.
Since I made that insight check, could I make this initiative with insight?
Yes. As you all begin to hear screaming, not like revelry screaming, actual screaming. As I think Nankan is definitely surprised by this, unfortunately. As
Haha.
uh, I think this is going to be considered a surprise round for some of you guys. Uh, Kalius, you're in your office. I'm not really sure what bonus actions you can do at this point as you begin to hear the screams.
Yeah, the most I can do is just start moving.
All right. Once again, this is a surprise round. Sora, do you wish to do anything with your bonus action?
Um, no, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I don't think any of the peasants have anything that they can do with their bonus actions.
Bonus action. What's that?
Yeah, crazy. Uh, Jory is actually going to do something. Sorry, you see like upon the screaming, you see them. You see them do something really quick. You're not really sure what though. Nankan is surprised. Eyes go wide as they point as these people point their weapons at her. Actually, honestly, Akroon, you're not surprised. You
I
saw
was about
this
to
coming.
say I did see this coming, and
Yeah, never mind. You do get a turn. I will say the crowd ahead of, like the area ahead of you is considered difficult. Like all the chairs are considered difficult terrain for you because all these seats are taken by patrons.
all right. I'm going to. Actually, yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just going to.
As a
Oh,
reminder,
are daggers not thrown weapons in the system?
they are.
Then did I get the wrong dagger? Because
Oh wait, no,
mine
no,
are
no, no.
just dual wielding finesse symbol.
Yeah, there are things as called throwing daggers. I do.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I believe these throwing daggers have better range, and I think they do piercing damage. Regular daggers can be thrown, but they're designed for slashing rather than throwing, and not weighted as well to have
These
equivalent
regular
range.
daggers do not have a range attached to them or the thrown property. I
then,
think you're
then
just wrong.
I think then you can't throw these daggers, unfortunately.
Very sad.
Tragic.
Uh, I don't know if you can see where I'm gesticulating. This over here this is a door, right?
Uh, that is an exit. This building is up to fire code.
Then what I am going to do is I'm just I'm a commoner. I'm not built for combat. I would like to just scream at Nankin to run, and then
Would you like to use your action for this?
I would like to use my action for that.
Make a performance check. This will determine whether she dies or not. All right, you yell at her.
I can't know if that would have. I can't know if that would have. I'm going to assume that that worked. I'm bonus action to dash. Oh wait, no, I only have dodge and hide. Shit, never mind. Then I'm. You said that like if I wanted to like hurdle over the
Yeah, that is difficult terrain.
counter, that's difficult terrain.
Yep.
So I'd only be able to go up to here, right?
Yeah.
I am not built for fighting. I'm making my way towards the exit.
All right.
Please let a 6 be enough.
Uh,
That'll be my turn.
After that, Nankin is surprised, and you unfortunately were not able to bring out their surprise.
Well,
This
hey, we don't know if they're dead. They still have to attack first. They being the guards.
they are going to stab.
Oh yeah, they're probably dead.
Uh, Fortunately, that is only 3 points of damage.
Oh no.
As this guy comes on up and just straight up stabs Nankan. Fear, I do not believe has anything they can do as a. Actually, there is something they can do as a bonus action. Holy shit. Uh, yeah, they do something. And they get
Do it.
immediately super concerned. Leanna, I don't believe you have anything, so this guy is going to come on up and attempt to kill the hostess. The hostess with the mostess.
Oh no.
And I think with that, you, uh, Akroon, do you have the courage to turn to hear the scream of your sibling?
Uh, actually, let me do it like this. Oh wait, shit! I have the.
Not one, maybe.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
You know what? If you're cool with this, I think next round is a surprise round because I cannot take my eyes off.
You know what? This was not mentioned at all. But I think with for reasons, I think fear is also gonna make it a wisdom save.
We we are bad at making saves.
Because one of the things we discussed is that fear asked out Nankun. Uh, like in the past. So this is literally his former crush dying right in front of him. As you hear a blood curdling screech from a goblin. Kalius, your go. You're in the office, hearing stuff go down and people starting to freak out.
Yeah, so running, God. Okay, so let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I guess I'm dashing to see what the hell's going on. 35.
People.
And
By the time you come out of the door, you see like people are backing up, like covering this general, like coming over here, coming over here. A lot of people in this immediate area are just like running towards this eastern door, like and beginning to scream. Uh, some people are grabbing their kids as this situation has gotten very serious. That is your action, correct?
yep, I action to dash.
All right. Uh, if that's your turn, Sora.
All right. Well, I probably will go for the entry for rather the exit as well. My time has come.
There
I
is an
always knew some.
yeah, there is
I
an
always knew something like this would happen.
you can exit up north.
I do see that. First of all, though, I believe I have a clear view of this because there's like the short order window or whatever it's called between me and them, right?
Yes, you are able to like, especially once people start screaming and moving out of the way, you are able to see that there are some armed individuals striking at civilians.
Got it. I would like to make an attack against one of them because I have a sling, which is a simple ranged weapon on me, and then I can use my movement to exit, regardless of whether I succeed or fail.
All right. You will be attacking at disadvantage because that's definitely 30 feet, more than 30 feet away. But go
Oh
for it.
yeah, I'm aware.
But go for it. Target one of the opposers.
Got it. Are these guys posers? I guess they are.
You don't know it yet, but they definitely are.
Okay.
I still hate how short the range on the slings are.
Yeah.
Just pick up
Could you get a-
sharpshooter.
Gary Gygax does not know how far an accurate slinger can go.
No,
Okay.
they do not. They also don't know how much damage they could do.
Oh,
True.
does an 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit, unfortunately. As
Okay, it only would have done one damage. Okay, well then I'm gonna leave through the north door. All right, I always knew it would come to this one day.
all
I'm
right,
out of the combat.
fair enough. Akroon, you are surprised. Jory, seeing like hearing the situation, they are gonna first step on top of the table back here, see the situation. You're like, oh fuck. All right, everyone out. Back alley, go. And they are going to, yeah, they're going to dash and leave. And like just start, and they're going to just start yelling. Galius, everyone else, get out of here now. And like, I assume they sort of pass by you, Leanna. And like, Leanna, do not go in there. Drop the fucking barrel.
What's going on?
I don't know, but that some some assholes just stabbed Nankin.
Nankin, who's helping her?
I'm very. I didn't see anyone else with her. Uh,
Like tears would be welling up in Liana's eyes at this point because they've been working with all these people for a while, so family,
uh,
and they're gonna run in.
it's not your turn, but
I know
Nankin
they're gonna
is
start breaking away and making their way.
making their way. Nankin is on the ground. These guys are going to begin spreading out like jerks, and they're gonna start stabbing people, like just innocent civilians. Fear, because Kalius, I don't think the rest of you guys would know, but I think because you are his boss, you are probably aware that there's a little bit more to fear than meets the eye. As their hand goes in, and an axe comes out. They're going to attempt to attack this poser with a straight up axe in their arm. Nat 1, baby!
Let's go.
Alright. Now it is your turn, Leanna. Leanna, you come into the situation, people are screaming. Some people are pushing past you into the kitchen to take the back exit, assuming there's a back exit. And it is just the beginning of chaos in here. A lot of people are stunned and paralyzed by this immediate situation. And you see a croon just standing on the counter, just a mouth agape. Their expression just expanded.
A croon, snap out of it.
Pulls out sling, hits him in the head.
What do I have? Yeah, that's. Yeah, not even close. Yeah, I think I would. All the people that are like rushing past me, I think I would just be shoving them past me, telling them to get out, and then I think I'd be start yelling for anybody who is nearby. So like, like these tables are over, basically, like this whole area, to get out of here. Come on, go. We gotta go. Get out of here.
All right, make a check to try to get people to evacuate quicker.
Just straight charisma check.
Hi, I'm live streaming right now.
unfortunate.
I'm sorry, please say that one more time.
That
Oh,
is unfortunate.
oh, how no.
Yeah, our Jesus is just not with us today.
I'm sorry, man.
No.
It's all good. It's
It's
all
it's
good.
it's almost like being commoners and not trained adventurers.
It
It's
sucks.
it
That's
it,
why
it
we play adventurers and not commoners. No. I think I would look around and would that just be free action, me yelling and telling him to get going, or would that be my action?
it if especially if you're making a roll and a skill you're not trained in, that would be an action.
Okay, well then I guess that's it for me then.
All right. Uh, this guy is going to attack Fear, making a big ol' stab. Not able to get through. And this guy with just attacking is just looking at him with a big ol' smile. As Fear just looks at them and just grumbles out, "You might not naturally be a monster, but you are one." Next up in initiative, Kalius.
Right. So I'm seeing people panic. I see one of my employees, and I would like to say friend, on the ground bleeding out, possibly dead. Another one of my employees trying to fight these psychos, and one just swinging at anybody who happens to be close by. Probably going through some pretty bad flashbacks and just instinctually, not even noticing or caring that they seem to look like soldiers of this town. I'm gonna go ahead and launch a guiding bolt at you know what? Let me flip a coin. Mm, yeah, let me flip a coin.
Okay.
Uh, on a one, the one closest to me. On a two, the one attacking Veer.
Okay. Okay. Make target and please attack quickly, please.
Got it.
Get over here.
Dragon, you're going to jail for that one.
Oh,
That is an eight. An eight misses, unfortunately.
yeah, I figured.
As you're very much out of practice as the guiding bolt strays off. Thankfully, I'm not going to say it hits any innocent people, but it doesn't do what you want it to do. Uh, is that your turn, Kalius?
And free action, just yelling for everybody to get out of here. Go through the back.
Are you using a skill you're proficient in?
Yes.
I mean, if you want to roll
You
for
know, if
some,
I'm
if
yelling out, that'll be more performance, right?
you're not proficient in performance though.
Yeah, I was hoping it'll be persuasion, but to yell out a lot of people, that's more performance roll, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can still do persuasion as a bonus action. It would be at
Yeah, I'll do
disadvantage.
that.
It would be at disadvantage though, and please make sure you don't have your expertise die.
I got it off. I click disadvantage. Let's see how this goes.
You know that would have
It could have
been
been worse.
nice for your attack. People
Yeah, it would
listen.
have been.
People listen, and they run pat. They get a little bit calmer as they evacuate this place. Sora, you're out of here. Kroon, you have recovered from being surprised again. What do you do?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
uh, Sora, you've left the scene, so that's why I sort of skipped you.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I wasn't sure if I was still going or not. Okay, never mind.
Akroon, what are you doing? Eats.
Wait, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with the fact that the United States has now entered a war in Iran. I don't know what's going.
Fair enough. Do we just want to say you ran out for the time being because of distractions of the real world?
Yeah, that yeah, yeah.
Fair enough. Uh, Jory is out. Ninkin is down. This guy is gonna be mean and keep on going with what they've been doing, taking it down to whoever's not gotten into the kitchen yet. Fear's gonna give you a nod, Kalius, of respect, but they're still gonna attack this guy. Ayo. Striking down with 4 points of damage to this guy. Finally doing something, but Kalius, you see the blood come out, and as soon as it touches the surface, it disappears into like a mist or like a smoke.
Oh.
After that, Leanna, what are you doing?
I- I'm gonna look around. Is there like anything around within reach that would be like a big old pan of like hot grease or something that I can chuck at this fool?
At this point, like there are some like finished food, like at like the short orders window. If you want to go over there and grab some food, or if you want to grab a bottle from the bar and chuck that, you can.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be a bad. I think I'm going to move forward 10 feet. Perfect. And I'm going to remember that I have a couple of darts on me. And I'm going to chuck a dart at him.
All right, go for it.
Get out of here, you asshole. Hell's wrong with you?
A 12 chinks into the armor.
I'm going to turn to the people that are still around me, like trying to get past. And we're like, go, 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 go. And I'm going to back up and try to post up at the door
Got it.
to give people one last chance to get out of there before I run too.
Got it. Got it.
Kalis, we have to go. Veer, we have to go. And that'll be it.
All right. Uh, Good old classic D&D stab fest. Mias. Kalius, what are you doing?
Uh. So this guy is currently coming closer now, right? Uh.
He is within stabbing range if he jumps over the booth.
And then yeah. Probably I need to prevent him from attacking more of the people trying to flee the restaurant through the back. And gonna mentally say sorry to Veer, but I'm gonna target this guy now. And knowing that that guiding bolt took a lot out of me, I'm gonna go for a bit of a smaller attack and throw a celestial burst at them.
Okay, go for it.
God.
Clink. You guys are rolling really good on damage. It's just you just can't seem to hit.
Oh my God.
That is your action. What else do you want to do? As you just can't seem to get past. You just can't seem to land a hit.
Um, does it look like he's about to jump over the bar? Is he gonna like take the long way around?
You guys are attacking them. They are focused on you guys.
All right, so I don't see a croon anymore. God, this person is still bleeding out. Vera is still attacking them. I'm just gonna start backing up and yell out to Vera, free action. Vera, come on, we gotta go.
Are you going into the kitchen?
Um, about to. I'm like kind of blocking, standing between him and Liana.
My hero. All right. This man is going to. Sorry. Sorry, you're gone. Akuna, you're gone. Jory's gone. This guy is going to stand on top. He's going to throw a spear at you. Or at least thematically pull out a crossbow and shoot it at you. It is still going to be a miss. As they reload and get ready to continue. Fear's going to continue the good old D&D slugfest. That's going to be a hit.
Get him.
Liana. Kalius has bravely stepped in front of you and almost got hit by a crossbow bolt for you.
I'm gonna glance at the shelf behind me, and the best liquor within arm's reach for flammability, like the highest proof shit we got within reach.
Roll, make a nature check with your bonus action, or medicine, your call. I think either could work here. Yeah, you get the best.
Baby.
You get the best one. Please roll critical success. Cool.
Okay.
You grab the best.
I am going to uh I don't suppose there's any fire within reach.
Not. I mean,
The
if you wanted to go to the
stove is
kitchen, if
over
you,
here.
yeah, you need to get into the
Hmm.
kitchen.
Nothing at the bar for lighting drinks on fire.
Uh,
You're asking to make a Molotov?
yes,
Kind of.
there is like a small blowtorch at the bar.
Beautiful. I'm gonna grab the blowtorch and the bottle, and I'm gonna run up.
I'm gonna say you're gonna have to get here first
Okay.
and grab the blowtorch.
Okay. Um, that's 15 feet of movement, so I'm gonna run up right next to him, and I'm just gonna slam the bottle on him, breaking it and lighting him on fire.
You can only do one at a time. You can either throw the bottle or use the blowtorch. If you want to set them up to be flammable, you can this turn.
Okay.
Uh, make a strength check. You swing, and this guy is able to dodge the bottle.
Can I slam it down at him so that if I miss him, I'll shatter it on the counter underneath him?
Uh, if that's what your intentions are, sure, but it's not going to be very effective once you light it on fire. That's a miss. Back to you, Kalius. I'm sorry, Liana. Did you want to commit to that?
No, no. I'll try to hit him with it,
Okay,
and I'll continue yelling at anybody who might still be like paralyzed in fear or whatever to get the hell out now.
got it. Kalius, your go. Uh, Liana has put themselves in a really bad situation.
Yeah, that's not good. So since they want to be tough guy and stand on top of the counter, this is probably not gonna go good. I'm gonna go ahead and do the basic knockdown maneuver.
You're gonna run up.
Sweep the leg.
All right. Please roll for it, and I will see what they need to do. Please make sure you're targeting the poser.
Uh, I can't I can't target him for some reason.
Then I will do it for you because we are going to be saving time.
Like
Knockdown.
I'm clicking and nothing's happening.
Don't worry, I got this. They are able to resist, unfortunately.
Okay, but I can do a second thing to shove Leon out of the way.
Uh,
Yes, I'm gonna have to take whatever happens.
Sora, Kroon. I think at this point, I think, Jory is telling you both something. We'll catch the rest of you guys, but I think Jory's telling you a plan they have. Uh, are you feeling lucky, kid? Uh, Liana, you are able to dodge death. Congratulations. As the tussle at the front still keeps on brewing, Liana, you the spear has missed you. What are you doing with your turn?
He's hearing over at the front of the restaurant. Tink, 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 tink.
Like
Um,
most melee combats.
Usually there's thunks involved and ouching, but no, we're just hearing tink, tink.
Uh,
Um,
big old
okay,
mood.
swinging. I'm not strong. Swinging obviously didn't work. Um,
You're not trained in fighting people. I'm sorry, Liana.
I think question. My knowledge of brewer supplies, my knowledge of medicine, herbalism, nature, my history as a brewer, my experience as a brewer. I'm gonna say fuck it, and I'm just gonna rip the cork off, put a whole bunch, just do a quick chug of the alcohol, and I'm just gonna flamethrower them. Poor man's dragon's breath.
Uh, okay. Uh, please make a check.
Which check would you like me to make?
Please make a check.
Go whoosh.
Please make a check, sir.
uh, uh,
You're doing something very dangerous.
yeah, yeah. Dangerous times we're living in. All right. Would my specialty and knowledge apply to this ability?
No, I don't think a speciality in herbalism is going to help you with breathing fire.
Worth a shot. Okay, let's go with. I don't think nature or medicine, I guess, to not swallow it down and to properly spit it out.
Okay, and make sure you
Leroy
decide.
Jenkins.
I definitely think this.
Hey,
I definitely think dexterity would have been a better choice here, but I'm willing to allow it. You did roll pretty high. Dexterity saving throw, baby. Uh,
burn, baby, burn.
please roll a d10 for me, please.
Oh,
Congratulations, you've dealt 6 points of fire damage, and thankfully none to your lungs.
yay.
This was very risky. We'll see. We'll see what happens next, Cotton.
Um, and they had their. You said they had their crossbow out and were shooting.
Yep.
Okay. No melee. That means I'm running.
Cool. They're still gonna make an improvised check against you.
Veer, Kalius, just get out of here. We gotta go.
They're gonna attempt to hit you in the head with their crossbow. That's a miss.
There was an attempt made.
Attempts were made. As we continue with the clunk clunk. That is going to be
That's
a big ol' 3 points of damage to Fear. Kalius.
All right, question: is this person wearing metal armor?
No. Well, you do
No?
see you do see certain points where it looks like there's armor, but it's not metal armor.
Ugh. Um, you know what? Still, he already took his reaction to attack Liana when she left, right?
Yep. If you want to dip out now, this would be a good time to do so. You would be leaving Fear behind, though.
Let's try one more thing. I'm gonna
how many
since he's
people are
right
still here?
there. Since he's right there, let's I make like a motion to try to push him again, but this time my hands are coated in electricity.
Okay, go for it.
That's why I asked if he was wearing metal armor.
Not metal armor. So you would not get advantage on this, unfortunately. Hey,
All
but
right.
you do touch them, and they sort of seem to twitch at a few points and disappear into smoke.
All
Everything,
right.
every
Oh,
everything's just gone.
Fuck. You know what? Not important. Not important. And I'm gonna kind of climb over the counter to get closer to Veer and this guy. I could probably get like a route here since I was probably um difficult terrain technically to climb over the counter, right?
Yeah. Uh, all right. I believe that is your turn. Sora, Akroon, Jori. Net 20, baby!
yeah, get him, Veer.
As finally Fear finally cuts them down, and they disappear into smoke, and just stands there and looks over at Nankin's body. Blinks a few times. They are actually proficient. Oh, are they proficient in medicine? They are not.
Combat's over, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm not proficient in medicine, but can I at least check to see if she still has a pulse?
Uh, she does not.
Can I try to do some medicine on her and try to see if I can bring her back from the brink?
Mm,
Probably too late by this point, but I still want to try.
no, at this point,
Flavorly speaking.
at this point,
There.
as you begin to try to check for a pulse, there's no pulse. At this point, Jory has led Sora and Akrun back into the area. I think Akrun actually is probably staying outside as Jory leads you back in, Sora, after explaining to you their thoughts that they're about to give the rest of the party. What do you do, Liana, as you sense that there is no pulse?
Nankin, please, please, please. Oh, don't, no. No, 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 no. I'm just gonna kind of drop her head and just kind of cry a little bit.
I'm I'm kind of in a bit of a daze, and I kind of stand up from kneeling and I squeeze past from Veer and I just kind of in a daze go to the door and look outside. How bad is it out there?
Screaming. People running everywhere.
Is there anybody else left inside that was wounded but didn't get downed?
I think everyone who's been stabbed is dead.
Okay.
There's like four different bodies from who these guys had the chance to stab before you guys interfered. As Fear has demonstrated that they are able to handle their own. Cough, cough. They do have a character level.
Nice job, Veer.
It is
Um,
it is no problem.
Look, I'm sorry that all this happened, but we should probably get out of here.
I agree. And fuck if I know, but I actually have a solution to this. We,
You
which is
do.
we, as I've just told Sora here, and Akun, we can get the fuck out of here. I've, I've got a friend, and I think we can't trust the police, they might be our best bet.
all right.
You
Well, let's
sure?
get out of here.
Absolutely confident. It,
All right.
I'm confident, or my name's not Jory Belly Army.
All right. And I turn to look at Veer, and I kind of like, are they still looking at Nankin?
Yeah,
I
you.
kind of put a hand on their shoulder and just like give them a look before going to Leon and helping them stand back up. All right then. If you're sure your friend can help us, lead the way. Before anything though, let me grab a few things from my office.
What's going on out there?
It's
I,
okay,
I,
guys. I'm
I,
not gonna sugarcoat things,
I think
but it's pretty bad.
I think fear like takes you by the shoulders and begins to lead you away from the front, Liara.
And that's when I start saying, it's pretty bad outside. So if we're going out there, we gotta make sure we're ready. Grab any knives. Grab anything you think is helpful. It's not a lot, but I have a few daggers and a crossbow in my office.
Uh, do you not have a gun?
I'm I'm gonna break away from beer and run back over to Nancan and get like something off of her clothing, something to like remember, like a token to remember her by.
She probably had some like normal normal quality jewelry, like some earrings, maybe even like a simple like a chain necklace.
I think I probably would have taken the necklace then.
All right.
And
You know a croon is
Grabbing it for a
a
croon.
croon.
respect as they cough. They're not here right now. This will probably have to be later. Sorry, but I do respect the vibes. As you guys begin to navigate through the streets, I'm gonna say at this point of the fall of the first ring, you guys do not need to make any stealth checks, just to speed things along a little bit. You navigate through the streets, avoiding where all the screaming is, as people are panicked and running through the streets. But it seems like Jory has an idea on where to go. Just sort of leading you guys and like, come on. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. And you guys walk up to a warehouse. And at this point, Jory looks to the rest of you guys. And just, alright, I have an idea. And I do want to give someone an opportunity. Just in case things don't work out. I Do any of you guys have light feet?
Not particularly.
Not. No.
Like looks to you, Leanna.
No, not really.
Like puts like a hand to their forehead. Like, oh, well, my friend here. Well, he might help us all out, or might not let us in, or might not let us all be helped. Here's what I can do. I can make one of you invisible, with the expectation that I might need a little bit of help.
His friend isn't exactly a friend, are they?
Well, as much of a friend as you can need right now.
Out of character, I think we're all equally bad at stealth except Kalius.
Yeah,
Oh, this is the thing
I
you
don't.
don't want Kalius to
I don't think
do.
any of us are proficient in stealth. So yeah.
No. Yeah, fine, I'll volunteer just to keep things moving along.
All right.
I can.
I'm going to. I'm going to.
I can give it a try, I guess. But
No, I volunteered first.
I mean, you kept on talking about the shadows with your friend.
Yeah, it's true.
Yet.
All right. Need to be careful, and I hold the fort down out here.
All right.
Just if things go south, just run. All right. There's never any shame in just retreating.
Completely understand, but on the flip side, sort of, just trust what's happening. Okay. Follow your gut and what your gut tells you. Like how my gut is aching for potatoes right now. Oh, potato. Can I touch you on that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And they begin to trace something in the air. Kalius, you've never seen Jory cast magic before. As out of nowhere, Sora, you disappear. As Jory looks to you, Kalius, and to Leanna. Right. if I don't come out and you start hearing things in your head, that's going to be me. All right. Stay put until then. Okay.
Okay. Um,
All right.
All right.
before they leave, I'm gonna offer them a drink of my bottle, the last drink of it.
Well, I'll
For
definitely
luck.
I'll definitely take a swig, though I have no idea if Sora just ran off with my magic.
And when they down that, I'm gonna use my auspice of success on them.
What? Can you please show that to the chat? Uh, who are you doing this on?
On Jory, who just drank it. My implement of divination would be my drinks.
Do you mind if you do that on Sora instead? Because they're in much more danger.
Or oh yeah, yeah.
Cool. Please roll a d6, please. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Just really good booze.
All right. Should I roll stealth?
Courage.
Right. Uh, not at the moment, as we transition
Oh, before the
to a place that you guys all know pretty well, actually.
Yep.
mm-hmm.
Oh God, it is the warehouse we helped blow up.
It's
As
perfectly intact. What are you talking about?
as as you are walking up behind them, and like Jory had said, like I'm not going to talk to you, but just once again, keep on following your gut, all right? They walk on up to a peasant that's right up front, and this peasant's just halt. Nobody's supposed to be back here. I am protecting this door. That is my job. I am protecting this door. And Jory just says, all right, congratulations, you're protecting the door. I protected the door once too. Do you mind getting the captain of the mercenaries here? Uh, I'm, I'm, uh, I'm the sister. And this guy's like, uh, and Jory just leans into him like a little bit, like, what are you going to be a bother? I'm trying to get in contact with me brother, and you're getting in my way. That's quite rude, isn't it? As they're just like, listen, sir, I can't just let anyone in here. My job is to keep everyone out. And like, oh, for the fuck's sake. You know what? Fine. And they just put their hand up to their ear. Yes. Hello, brother. I needed to come up here and help me out. I think shit's about to. Shit's gotten real intensely, and I really need your help. Yeah, thank you. Alright. I'm gonna need you to open the fucking door before the captain blows your fucking head off. And this dude has intimidated enough to like, okay, sir, okay. Alright. Thank you. Please unlock the fucking door. I'm sorry, sir. And just quickly unlocks it and like, Man, me and my gut. Just follow me. Just all right. And begins to walk through the door. What do you do, Sora? Because you do have free reign right now.
Well, I guess I'd like to go in and stealth.
All right. Please make a stealth check with advantage.
Okay. Advantage. Okay. Okay, good. I need that advantage. That is a 17.
All right. As you walk inside, you see coming from over here. You see this guy,
Hmm.
and you also see somebody from behind him. Two halflings as well, walking up with purpose. As the one on the left just speaks up. So they finally let you in? Surprisingly. You, you really need to get better guards in here, brother. And Jory comes on up and just hugs them real quick. And like looks over to this other halfling, like, I hope the captain's not been bothering you too much, Perry. And he smiles like, oh, well, just in this line of work, it's very fun. He's quite a hoot at the cards, let me tell you. Just chuckles a little bit. Once again, you have free reign, sorry, if you wish to move around as the
I
conversation.
know. I know. I just wanted to have you finish that. All right. Where am I supposed to go?
Uh, they begin to move up up to the north as they begin to talk about just catching up, like how's your jobs going, and just like pretty good, pretty good. Some people just came in here and just killed some civilians. Honestly, reminds me of the old days.
Okay.
As
It's
they,
unclear to me whether I should be following them or not.
yeah,
I guess so.
me and my gut told me to follow myself here, and this halfling that you don't know named Perry goes to this shelf and begins to push it with all of its equipment to reveal a trapdoor. And
Okay.
begins to like head down the steps.
Okay. I guess I'll follow.
As I make some moves. Activate. I'm sure some of you guys recognize this area.
I am thoroughly worried for
I'm
Jory and
worried for
Sora.
Corthon in the dark here, all by himself.
Alright.
Why is Carthon here in the dark?
Well, it's let's delete Carthon. Can you guys all see it?
Kind of, but we don't
Yeah.
have vision.
It looks dark.
That's I assume it's intentional.
That I'll be able to figure something out here.
There we go.
There we
Okay.
go.
Alright. So, as the three halflings, they open up this door and begin to walk on through. I'm speaking like Jordy. As this heavily armored halfling is walking through, and like heavily armed halflings like walking through and like leading Jory and this and Perry, like, oh, everyone, this is my sister Jory. And Jory, what do you need from me? Cause man, it's been a long time since we talked and not just had a drink. And Jory smiles and like, you know, when the police come in and start killing people, that's when I think to myself, what a wonderful world we live in. When stuff like that happens right in front of me, I'm my gut told me to get into this room, and I just figured you're aware you've got a few airships in here. I figured I could maybe take a seat on one of those. And the other belly army looks at her, and just, hmm, perhaps. Come on with me. I need you to please make another stealth check. Sorta.
Still at advantage.
Still at advantage because they can't see you.
Okay. Can I? I forgot to ask last time. Can I have a extra D4 on this because one with the shadows?
Yeah, sure.
Hey.
That natural 20 came in.
We'll see if it does. Okay, 19. For a 23.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They like a few of these mercenaries that are up front just grumble a little bit, just saying like, I'm getting a little bit bored. Captain Belliarmy is leading their sister around. I wonder what's happening. I didn't realize we were being called in so quickly.
I apparently can't move because I'm colliding with walls. Oh, okay, never mind. I got it.
Sometimes you just need brute force. As they just continue to shoot these halflings just continue to talk. And just uh Jory begins to speak like, you know, I really appreciate you doing this. I know you're not a man of honor, Tace, but I appreciate that you're doing this for me. And Captain Taste Belly Army just smirks at her and just, well, after all the stuff we've done together and all the things you've planned, you know, this is literally the least I can do. And Jory just smirks and like, oh, you're too polite. We all know you're not being kind because you want to be kind. How many times have my plans upon plans have gotten your ass out of Hell's Kitchen? And you see Tace's like face, just the smile crumbles. And Perry just, hey, come on, boss. You can't frown that much on the job. You're gonna affect the clients. As they continue to walk. Sora,
Yeah, I'm gonna keep following.
then please do that.
Sure.
Please make one more stealth check, please.
Do I still get the extra D4, or was that a one-time thing?
Uh, I think you're being one with the shadows still. I think you still got it.
All right, come on, one more stealth check. One more stealth check. That's 15. All right, that's still quite good.
All right. Uh, keep on heading through. They're still moving.
All right.
You should just keep on following these guys as honestly they begin to talk about some excursions, talking about robberies of days past, quote unquote assholes that they've had to take care of. And as they get up to the ships, Tace looks to Perry and Jordan like, well, this is where my ego ends. And Jory, if I ever see you again, you better have another fucking score lined up. Cause from what I'm hearing, the rich people of Tenderly, we're being asked to evacuate them for a really good amount of money. And Jory puts like a hand to her chin, just, oh, well, I'll definitely keep that in mind. Once, and if we meet each other again, hey, I could always use a good gun on my side. This halfling just, with a little bit of a frown, there is some major ego being like pushed down their throat as they begin to head on back. Please make one more stealth check.
You said the last one was the final check.
I apologize. One more, please. It was because of
Okay.
how you're positioned.
I mean, I was just arguably that was not supposed to. I didn't know positioning mattered in this situation.
It did.
You're
Okay.
invisible. They can still hear you if you're too close, though.
It's still high
All
enough.
right. That's 17.
All right. You are able to take a few steps and stay out of the way of Tace as they begin to head
All
back.
right.
Like, all right, and Perry, get the keys. Jory can wait once we get more of our clients in here. And Perry nods and heads on up north. And Jory just looks around like, man, I'm really hoping I'm getting a good gut feeling about this. And like looking around, you just very quietly you hear Jory just say, "If you're still fucking here, Sora, please come on up and please grab my hand."
Okay, I do that.
Okay. Please tell me you know how to drive one of these things.
Nope.
Shit.
Well, neither out of character, neither did Carthon. That turned out all right.
As
I mean, touche, but also, what'd they expect?
Yeah,
as
they should have asked me that beforehand.
all right.
Is Jory seriously asking a dwarf if they know how to operate a flying machine?
Yes. As this individual leaves, Perry comes on up, jangling some keys. You know, I didn't know how to say it with your brother around, but I also do want to say it's been a pleasure working with you, Jory. And Jory just smiles. Here's hoping we can actually do some work together away from my brother. You, you've seen the worst side of him. Barry just nods and looks over in your direction, Sora. Yeah, no, I haven't seen the worst of him. You two have fun, okay? And 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 I definitely wouldn't press the red button over here. Might not be helpful. And just sort of comes on up and gently knocks this area right here, and heads out. And definitely stay right here. Wait for the next client. Closes door. Immediately.
Uh-huh.
Presses the button.
Press the button.
Alright.
Alright.
Shit. Checks this airship. Key doesn't unlock it. Shit, not this one either.
I don't know if I can move.
I
Right now I can move. I was stuck behind the airship.
You got trapped, and immediately opens this one as the hangar door begins to open up.
Okay.
As Jory takes the driver's seat and opens the door for you to get in.
Alright, I'm in.
That motherfucker. I'm so happy that I finally don't have any hold over him anymore. I do appreciate you being very quiet about all this. I do appreciate having my own mind. You mind keeping that up while I try to figure this shit out? Perfect.
Sure. Yeah.
He's going to make a investigation check to figure out controls.
Oof.
Can I make an investigation check?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, we lost Itsley.
I think we lost Carlos.
And Carlos.
Natural 20.
Oh shoot. Roll critical success.
Alright.
It's click the button.
I recall
Hey.
information relevant to the target, which I guess is the airship.
I do believe
Welcome back.
you've read in a magazine how this ship works.
Alright, hey Carlos, I rolled a natural 20 on investigating the airship.
Oh hell yeah!
True to form, Carthon, I mean Sora, takes control as Jory's oh, what are you, and sort of gets pushed aside into the window as you take your seat because you're still invisible.
Yep.
Hold on. Let a dwarf show you how to fly.
As you see the two halflings run on out, as smushed against the window. Sora, you feel the front wheel of the airship fall over the precipice, and you begin to take it on a ride. Here's me thinking that somebody would die down here.
All right.
Listen. I thought they were gonna get caught up in the explosion that happens.
No, that is much later. But I do think we're gonna end this part of the session 0 here because I did want to do that at least a little bit of flavor with Perry and Captain Belly Army
Holy shit!
as
All right.
When I told you one of the cooks was an ex-criminal, I was not thinking you would do this.
listen. Some people are majorly connected.
Apparently so.
I don't imagine the rest of this is gonna take very long, but at least for now, Mark, you have saved your commoner.
Yay. All right.
Hell
Who
yeah.
who who knows if the others can do the same? Regardless, I hope you guys all have a fantastic evening. Take care of yourselves, and remember.
Oh, is is that it?
I mean,
For now.
unless Mark, you can head out. I mean, Dragon, Carlos, do you guys want to continue with just the three of us?
All right. Okay.
Uh,
Just checking.
I'm good for making this a part 2.
Yeah, I think it's probably best if we just do a part 2. Regardless.
All right.
Yeah.
Well then, yeah, this was a great session, guys. Thanks for listening as always.
This was a hell of a great session.
Happy to hear.
I
G-
I'm
Genu-
sad that the other person died.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real, Mark. If you rolled a less than a 10 at any point in that stealth check, you would have probably died.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
You in fact did not. So,
God.
Oh, I think your lowest check is a
If this
15.
character
So
gains any levels, they could either be a shadow sorcerer or a rogue for all this.
honestly,
Well,
Being more with the shadows.
you know, I gotta give you some, I gotta give you guys some bad news. I think it's okay to say this now that this character has exited the session. Unfortunately, I built this as an evil joke character. She's actually secretly a cultist of a dark god, and now she
Oh
is
my
free to
God.
unleash her schemes on the world. We'll see if that ever amounts to anything.
honestly, I might do.
Oh.
I might do that.
fine.
I'm still streaming, by the way. Anyway,
No, oh dang, I guess I should. Well, I mean, yes, I did mean to say that because you know it's irrelevant now that now that she's confirmed to survive.
well, it. I mean, you never know. Anyway,
It's fine if you cut that part in post.
Is
no,
that
I'm
why
I'm
she was
definitely leaving that
so?
in here. That's too funny. Anyway, you guys,
Is
everyone.
that why she didn't engage with the rest of us because her boss was freaking an angel?
No, I was more just
Anyway,
wanted to escape with my own life.
anyway, let's leave the rest of the bit for later. For those who stayed for that, congratulations. You've learned a bit and maybe a potential cliffhanger. Literally, Sora and Jory just fell off a cliff. Anyway,
Yeah.
It's okay.
you guys all enjoy yourselves and take care of yourselves, guys.
Yep. Good night.
Yeah, the
have a good night,
roads is about
everybody.
to get